The problem with Partygate, as awful as that was, is people have allowed the government to get away with what was mass avoidable death in this country. And we've seen what this inquiry has revealed. Johnson refusing to leave his study, even to attend meetings to do with the pandemic as it was hurtling towards our shore, taking a 10-day holiday with no evidence he spoke to a single official about COVID in that time, mocking Italy as it locked down, which was obviously something we ended up doing far too late, ridiculing the country for being pathetic, needing to take a cold shower, saying it needed to let rip. And it wasn't just him, as officialdom, officials saying that we needed to have chickenpox parties in order to spread COVID. The fact is, we were told at the beginning of this by the chief scientific advisor, Patrick Vallance, that a good outcome would be 20,000 deaths. And he said that would be bad enough. That's what he said. We ended up with well over 200,000 people, about 5 times more than the Nazis managed in the Blitz in this country. It was an absolute human catastrophe, and it was always going to be a crisis. We were always going to suffer a huge amount of death. But it strikes me that the worst thing that Boris Johnson did, and we get distracted by his buffoonery and all the rest, is preside over a government which is responsible for tens of thousands of avoidable deaths in what would always have been a tragedy, but became a catastrophe unnecessarily. It wasn't just the fact that we had a government which was completely and utterly incapable. Look, Rishi Sunak was called Dr. Death, obviously, as was revealed. The decisions they made were, this was bad for business and bad for the economy. That's why Rishi Sunak resisted these measures. And it's what's known as a false economy, where you take decisions in the short term thinking you'll make more money, but you end up costing. When actually what happened is, if we'd locked down earlier and taken stricter measures, then we could have brought the spread more under control more quickly and thus had a less bad economic impact in the end. But they chose profit, I would say, and the interests of what they thought were the interests of business over public health. And we suffered terrible consequences.